I think it's this one. It is. It is this one. Because I got a text from Lady Dimitrescu. Like I think it'll show, maybe. Return. Oh! I keep finding new shit. Oh my god! Let me see the brownies. I have more important things than Alcina's text message. Oh, it's so good, and it's a corner piece too. Oh my god. The last thing I talked to you about was I asked you about soap allergens. So this game is, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so I can be heard better. This game is basically Sapphic dating game for Resident Evil Village. So all the female, I guess they're all antagonists, because they're all antagonists. All the female antagonists are in this game as dating options. So that means Mother Miranda, Cassandra, Dimitrescu, Bella Dimitrescu, Daniela Dimitrescu, Alcina Dimitrescu, aka Lady D, Angie, which is the doll, Donna, and that's all the dating options. They also have Elena, who died in the fire. They have her as a bartender. I noticed that when I was uploading the VOD, I was like, Elena is very specific. Wait a minute, is that Elena? Basically, it's an all-girls school. So that means the main character who we're playing at is a girl. I'm genderqueer, so I don't mind. And I think women are very attractive and terrifying. So this is the perfect game for me. We love it. We love a thick brownie. Duke, 9 hours ago, Duke posted what looks like word spam. Cause I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh my god. Also, I learned today that fish are technically an aquatic vertebra. Hmm? Women are amazing and terrifying. But basically, it's an all-girls school. We chose the art route instead of there's routes you can take. So I think that's why I haven't met Donna yet, unless Donna is just like a really late game character. But Alcina is hitting on us, and I've always liked Cassandra. And the fact that Cassandra is flirty doesn't help. If you want more info about the game, I also have VODs up on YouTube. Which I do have my YouTube message fixed, so if I do this, there you go. So if you want the VODs, this VOD will also go up. Let's play. Thank you for giving me your number. You're welcome, dear. It's quite late. Make sure you get some rest before tomorrow's class. Are you free tomorrow evening at 7 p.m.? I'm free. Exactly. I wish women would flirt with me too. It's depressing. It's depressing out here. Oh, it's the scroll wheel, so I can go backwards. Excellent. Then you are cordially invited to my manage at 7 p.m. for dinner. Please dress accordingly. My driver will pick you up at 6:45 on the dot. Let me turn the music up for you guys and then down for me, because I can't hear myself think. There we go. Your heart is racing. She's inviting you for dinner? At her place? Oh shit, do you even have anything nice to wear? You'll have to go shopping and find something nice. Why do I want to look nice? Okay. Every time I hit the scroll wheel, it goes backwards. What's wrong? So this is Angie. If you know what the doll from Resident Evil Village looks like, that's supposed to be me. Yeah, your face looks funny. Angie comments with a wide grin. She looks over at you from her desk where she had been playing with her pen and attempting to do her homework by doodling flowers all over it. Daniela is watching TV on the couch, but you probably shouldn't say the truth. Angie doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut. So, Daniela doesn't want us to be close with her mom. Even though her mom is being close with us regardless. So if we say that we're going to dinner at Alcina's house, to Angie might scream. Danielle will find out we're cooked. I'm supposed to go to some fancy meeting tomorrow for high-achieving students, and I have nothing to wear. You can borrow something from me, or from Danielle. If not, my Aunt Donna. Aunt Donna, you say? I thought she might be a student, but Aunt. She can lend you. You're about her size, and black would look good on you. Let me try Donna's stuff. I'm sure I'll look good in all black. Outfit selected for tomorrow. You can rest a bit easily. Still, this is a big deal. You know it's not a date, but you can't help but feel like it's a date. Because it is. Should you ask your roommates for advice? Daniela, quick question. If someone asks me out to dinner, then does that mean it's a date? She scratches her chin. Could be, depending on their intentions. You should probably ask them to make it clear. Yeah, you cannot ask Alcina. You don't want to make it awkward between you and the professor. Oh yeah, Alcina is my women and arts professor. Yeah, that's crazy. But if I had switched to theater, I would have been with Cassandra. I know that now, but I didn't know when I was making the choice, and I wish I knew. But now that we've located Donna, we might have, this is also a horror game still. I need to remind people. This is a horror game. I don't know when the horror kicks in. I'm gonna change my title. Sapphic Horror Dating Game. Yep, it's a horror game. I don't know when the horror kicks in, but apparently there's like horror. But I'm not great at dating. All the people I've had crushes on have preferred my mother. So, not a lot of good experiences in that department. Man, who would do that? You have no right to comment on this, considering your own feelings for Alcina. Shit. My sister Cassandra might have some good advice. She's always going on dates. Damn it. I wanted to go see her in person. Danielle calls her sister on her phone and puts it on speakerphone. I do get to see her. Hi. What's up, Danielle? I'm about to go to practice. My friend needs help with going on a date. You called me for dating advice? Despite being annoyed about it, she begins to launch into a spiel about what to wear, what gifts to bring to the date, and what to order for food. I actually played a little bit of Doki Doki. I didn't get into the horror part because the still images freaked me out, but I'll probably play that again in the future. Probably after I'm done with this game for the first time. There are 7 routes you can take on this game, so I might play like more off stream or something. But I'm gonna go one route and see if I liked it. What to order for food, what to talk about, what flirtations to make, and how to end the date. Kiss them, thank them for the date, and invite them over to your place, and then you need to Daniela presses the end call button before Cassandra can finish her crash advice. Did that help? A bit. Cassandra gave you a good idea to bring flowers to the date, but where would you get flowers? Angie pipes up brightly. My aunt runs a... I just unplugged my headphones again. I had to plug my headphones back in. Oh, I got too excited. Can you tell I like Donna? Oh, good. I probably have, like, very real reactions. My aunt owns a flower shop. All I said was my aunt, and I went... It's probably closed at this time, but she'll open it for me. She's really good at bouquets. You thank Danielle for her help and follow Angie to her car. Should Angie be driving? She's like an alcoholic. Hey, Donna. It's good to see you. A quick 10-minute ride finds you outside a quaint-looking flower shop that is indeed closed. Angie shoots off a quick text to her aunt, and the door jingles open a few minutes later. Donna, we have a case of emergency bouquet. And Donna is a serious-looking woman with black hair and a bun. She nods her head solemnly and lets you two in. Immediately she sets to work tying on her work apron. What do you need? What do you suggest? It depends on what you want. Different flowers mean different things. What are you trying to convey? What flowers should you get? I don't know what the meanings are. If I hit red roses. Roses symbolize love. You're certainly trying to make a bold statement, aren't you? Oh, I don't get to see what... I thought they might tell me the meaning. Oh, I would have probably chosen violet. Hold on. Let me look it up. What do violet roses mean? I hate you. What do violet roses symbolize? Royalty, luxury, mystery, and charm. They express admiration, wonder, and fuck. I should have chose red. Not red, violet. I wish they told me the meanings and they'd say, are you sure? You know? Because what if I don't know flower meanings? Tomorrow arrives at 6:30. You are dressed and ready. Oh my god. The Demetrescu sisters are gonna be there, and I can already smell it. I can smell Daniela getting mad at me. And I can hear it. Oh god. At 6:30, you are dressed and ready, even going through the effort of styling your hair until not a single strand is out of place. You wait by your window, looking out to see if the limo is here. Your hands are sweating, your stomach is clenched. Will you even be able to eat anything? Danielle's gonna see the limo. Are we stupid? Right on the dot, the black car arrives and you scoop up the flowers and run out the door. You get inside the car and try to calm your nerves by looking out the car window and humming a song to yourself under your breath. I'm so scared. You don't have no idea how scared I am. Alcina's mansion seems bigger and more intimidating today. But that's because of your anxiety. You take a deep breath and hold out your back. It's just a dinner between two friends. She might not have meant it as a date. She can't even mean it as a date considering she's your teaching professor. Now, if she wanted to ask you on the date after the semester is over, that would be a different story. You ring the doorbell and the butler opens it up. Why would a man be there? He leads you to the grand dining room. A soft jazz music is playing in the background, and Alcina sits at the head of the table looking beautiful as usual. She rises to greet you. Take it the ride here was smooth. Yes, and I brought you flowers. Alcina arches her brow. Red roses. The implication of these flowers does not go over her head. He hastened to answer her. I figured I can't go wrong with classic red roses. You lied. You wanted the flowers to be a declaration of your feelings for her. No, I didn't. Perhaps you had misjudged greatly. You squirm as she looks at you, and mercifully, she responds. I do love Fred. She takes the flowers. It matches her decor. We're fine. If I had chosen yellow, they would have fit too. The violet would have stood out. She takes the flowers, smells them, and then has her butler put them in a vase of water. A vase of water. And I can feel... I'm fine. We're gonna stay at Alcina for a second. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Woo. That burp was like 3 hours late. And it wasn't even really a burp, it was kind of my chest just making a noise. Whew. I had shit in my nose and I could feel it and it was bothering me. You didn't have to bring anything, my dear. Your presence is gift enough. You blush at her words. Would it be considered too hopeful to read more into them? She indicates for the two of you to sit down. The butler comes out with 2 menus and hands them both to you. There are a few entrees and desserts to choose from. What will you pick for dinner? Clam chowder? No. Steak and onions. Foie gras. I don't know what that is. Let's educate ourselves. What is it called again? It is called... Oh gosh. Is that... Does that... Yeah, I made it dark on the screen. Oh, sorry. How do I spell it? Foie gras. Ooh. It's all in French. The liver of a duck or goose. According to French law, is defined as a liver of a goose or duck fattened by cabbage. It's a delicacy in French cuisine. Its flavor is rich, buttery, and delicate. Ooh. That sounds nice. It sounds light. You do know what that is, right? You probably want to come off as fancy to her, but should it really come at the cost of your stomach? For dessert? Ooh. Chocolate pudding? No. Let's do cheesecake. You hope it'll come in a big slice. Well, she is Lady D herself, after all. The butler collects the menus as you've made your selections and brings out your dishes. The smell of food awakens your hunger and you begin to eat. You aren't sure what you can talk about with Alcina, but she takes the lead. I keep saying Alcina, like there's an I after the L, but there isn't. It's Alcina. Keep saying Alcina. She's an engaging conversationalist and you find conversation moving smoothly. You laugh a few times and regale her with the time you decided to visit the world after you graduated high school. That is why you seem so mature. You've seen the world and learned from it rather than sit behind a computer screen. What country did you enjoy visiting the most? I've never been to Romania, but I love the idea of Romania, because I've never been there. But, do I want to be cheeky, or do I want to... There's too many to choose from? I have no favorites. There's too many to choose from. I love them all. Dinner begins to wind down. The butler brings out a bottle of expensive red wine. Saturnus Virginis? I think that's what it's called in the game. This vintage has been aged 5 years. It's one that I've bottled myself. You make your own wine? Over the summer when I have more time, yes. How do you think I got this mansion, darling? I thought it was from your music career, from your sculptures, or from your theaters, or from any of the many other talents you have. Professor Alcina chuckles, lifting the glass to her lips. Wine makes the world go round, especially because my wine is used as a special ingredient to make it stand out from others. Blood. Try it. You take a gulp of the wine, your eyes go wide. It's a horror dating thing after all. So remember, this is probably blood. It's rich and heady and almost spiced without the flavor profile of spice. It feels nostalgic in a way you can't explain. This is good. The butler comes into the room, bowing his head apologetically. Miss Dimitrescu, you have a guest at the door. She scowls. Send them away. I do not want to be disturbed right now. The butler looks regretful to announce this. It's Karl. Oh, Heisenberg! Why would a man be here? No need to whine about it. It's very funny. Alcina scowls. Naturally, he would choose the one evening I have something important to show up. Send him in. That way I can get rid of him more quickly. She rises up and you follow after her, going into the main entrance hall. Oh my god. Elsie, how are you doing? He holds out his hands as if to give her a hug, but she crosses her arms over her chest and looks down at him with barely concealed annoyance. This is my brother. We can keep it of a family. Alcina states with irritation. You look Karl over. He's nicely built and has gray hair and a gray beard. He smells of motor oil and has grease stains on his clothes. He's also very short. Alcina has all the height genes. What do you want? I came in to check on you. What, I can't check on you? It's been ages. Oh, oops. Let's put it in slot 3. Oh my god. Okay. Because sometimes what happens is my mouse is finicky. Sometimes it hits, left click it hits right click instead of left click. Because the buttons stick together. You saw me last month. Exactly! Ages ago. Spit out your true reasoning for being here. I have a business to attend to. He arches his brow and looks at you. Business? Yep, just business. Wine business. Oh my god. My mouse is pissing me off. He laughs. Did Alcina ever tell you about the time my beer destroyed her wine at a wine competition? Karl continues on, ignoring the warning in her voice. She strutted up all cocky and shit, thinking her wine would win the yearly competition yet again, and I decided it'd be funny to put her in her place and join the competition with my beer. And I won. He laughs again. My day job isn't even to make alcohol, I just fix cars. Karl! She looks incredibly irritated. You wouldn't be surprised if she lifts him up and throws him out the door. You would like that, wouldn't you? Karl wipes a tear from the corner of his eye. Good memories, but yeah, I came to check in on something. He looks at you. Mind giving us some privacy? You wander out as the two enter a study to talk about who knows what. What should you do? I don't want more wine. I don't want to get drunk again. I don't want the third time being drunk in Alcina's house. Also, I love that this is probably a pansexual flag. Like, every time I see it, it makes me happy. Admire the artwork. You decide to take a gander at Alcina's artwork. The portraits she has on display, the vases and pottery, and the collection of suits of armor standing guard outside some doors. You wander from hall to hall admiring them and wonder how much money it must cost to own them. Maybe one day you can own such splendor too. What should you do next? Let's check out the 3rd floor. You decide to go up to the 3rd floor. You haven't been here before and you're curious what other art she has there. Yeah. You have to walk past that creepy picture painting of President Miranda and try to ignore the way her eyes stare at you. You get to the 3rd floor and spot one of the rooms is open and soft jazz music is playing from it. You head inside. This must be Alcina's bedroom. On the table is an ashtray with a cigarette flickering weakly as if someone had been there recently, but you take a good look around the room and find no one is there. Bookcases line the walls, towering overhead. There are weird items on the bookcases. A skull, a raven's skull, a black orb on a pedestal, a curved dagger with an elaborate sheath, and what seems to be a green mold in a jar? Not the mold again! I'm not Ethan Winters, man. I can't make it out. He didn't even make it out. Why does she have all of this? You've heard of eccentric tastes, but this just seems bizarre. Oh my god, I'm gonna... On her desk, you notice there's a piece of paper there, like she was drafting out a letter to someone. You glance at it, and your brows raise up. Dear Mother Miranda, you know I have pledged my fealty to you, my loyalty to you. It confuses me that when you respond to me so coldly. What have I done to upset you? I'm doing as you asked. The society is flourishing and bringing in money in town. My wine business also brings in new money. So do my old music records and the theaters I own and the art I have made. I have dedicated so much time to your cause. I have created it alongside you, from the roots down. I do not claim a position of import such as yours. I merely thought I was vital, of more value to you than to be tossed aside. The rest has not been written yet. Oh, we snooping. Your heart goes out to Alcina. It seems her relationship with Miranda is on the rocks. But why did Alcina call Miranda mother? Miranda is not old enough to be Alcina's mother, unless Miranda has adopted Alcina? You shake your head. Ooh, secret phone! No, that would be too weird. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm going back downstairs. Yes, it is wrong. You decide snooping around when your guest here is wrong, so you head back down the stairs and wait for Alcina in the dining room. Alcina is in the dining room and is rubbing her temples. That man's perpetual stench of motor oil gives me a headache. I need some wine. She pours herself a generous glassful of wine and does the same for your cup. Could you imagine playing this while drinking wine? She drinks down the wine in one go and refills her wine glass. I apologize. We were having such a good evening, and then he had to interrupt. We can still have fun, unless you want me to leave. I would like to enjoy your company a bit longer. We should retire to the lounge area. The seats are more comfortable for drinking wine and talking. I swear to God, and everything that is holy. The two of you head over to the lounge area. It is every inch as opulent as the rest of the mansion. There, the two of you talk and drink some more, until the second and third bottle of wine is brought out. You wanna talk? The two of you are having so much fun that it's easy to lose track of time and how much has been drunk. You begin to feel, oh no, I don't want to reject her advances, but Donna. You begin to feel dizzy when you stand up, needing the bathroom. Alcina herself is flushed in the cheeks. It seems she is not impervious to the effects of her wine either. Where's your restroom? Down the hall door to the left. She has many doors to the left, you realize once you stumble to the restroom. You eventually try every door until one opens and the bathroom is there. Finished, you wash your hands and start your way back to Alcina. You startle when you notice the butler standing there. Be careful. What is he warning you of? What? You're exactly her type. He leaves at that and shrugs. You are way too drunk to figure out what any of this means right now. The butler, why would a man be there? You just wanna go back to Alcina so you can bask in her presence some more. You get there and see Alcina seems to have finished the rest of the third bottle while you were in the bathroom and is now working her way on to the fourth. Come, dear, the night is long. We have much more to discuss. Smiling at her, you eagerly take a seat in front of her and pluck the filled wine glass from her lips. There's a lot more to discuss indeed. Talk turns to art and different techniques. You're curious as to how she makes her sculptures look so lifelike. I wouldn't mind showing you how it's done, but you would need to model for me. Your eyes go wide at this. She'd make a statue of you. Alcina ponders you before her lips spread in a slow smile. Model for me naked. Ma'am, your jaw drops open. Modeling? Alcina? Naked? She wants you to model, but naked. And what the heck? I'm drunk. None of us are allowed to consent to this because it's not technically, what's the word? It's dubious consent if I consent to this. I don't really want to. Okay. You take a deep breath trying to steady yourself. Being drunk doesn't help because it only makes you excited about the prospect of modeling nude for her. I'm disappointed in myself. It would just be for a little while. I would need to get the general shape of you. Yes. I don't get to choose! You'll do it? Yes. I don't get to choose! Oh my god. No. Oh god, this is dubious consent. We're both drunk, but that doesn't make it dubious any less dubious. I don't get to choose! Hi, asexual. Oh god. This is gonna be terrible. It's a terrible idea. I wanted to pursue Donna, and now I'm naked in a woman's basement. Ugh. You nod your head so hard you almost tip over. She rises from her chair and leads you down to the basement. This seems to be her personal room. Daniela, please come home and save me. I'm begging you. I will leave Alcina alone for the rest of my life if Daniela comes to save me. I swear to God! One she uses to complete her sculptures. Mind you, I'm pretty sure her sculptures were screaming. You see half-finished pieces lining the walls. There's a couch in the middle and a giant block of marble in front of it. In a basement?! I've been having artist blocks for a while now. Nothing has inspired me. You have. You're drunk, Alcina. How exactly have I done that? Professor Alcina smirks at you. That, my dear, is something I should not answer. What does that mean? Professor Alcina begins to get to work setting up the centerpiece. I'll only be sculpting you and the surface you're laying on, but setting up the scene helps me envision the art. Helps me envision the mood and the feel for it. This is gonna be such a sexual piece. And I'm still gonna be like, what's the mood of this one? She explains when you see her look. You're honestly just happy to be here, and the alcohol makes you give her a dopey smile. Once she's all set up, she stands before you. Your clothes have got to go. Your fingers come up. Oh my god. She's ripping clothes off of me! What time? It's 5 in the afternoon. It's 5. She's ripping clothes off of me. I liked that shirt, man. This isn't even my clothes. This is Donna's shirt. This is Donna's shirt. Buttons go flying everywhere. This isn't your outfit! I reimburse you for the clothing. The voices are coming out. She glances you over. We borrowed Donna's clothes because Angie offers them to us. Go sit on the couch. Okay? Her voice is commanding, and it makes... Okay, you digitally go over and sit on the couch. She positions your body into the position she wants. We're blushing, probably. We're also drunk off our ass. Half-dressed. I think half-dressed will be fine. You can't tell if she's talking to you or thinking out loud. Either way, there's an adorable look of concentration on her face. Is it adorable because I'm drunk, or is it actually adorable? I feel so bad. This ruined my chances with Donna, Alcina. Daniela, save me. Daniela will hate me if she saves me, but... She declares to herself. She steps back, takes a step back and nods in approval. Oh my god. Shirt open lends to a more romantic air about the piece. This will be good. Okay, so we're not completely undressed. Our shirt is just open. She walks over to the stone and begins to chisel at it. Even while dressed so nicely, she seems to not mind, focused on her own world right now. You watch her as she works, amazed by her intense focus and the skills she holds. Even while tipsy, she can assert so much control over her hand motions instead of chisel on stone. You don't know how long you lie on the couch. Oh my god. We're posed up like paint me like one of your French girls. That's... Oh my god. Eventually you begin to grow more tired and fall asleep in that position. You awake with a shudder of cold rips through you. You wake and see Alcina has whittled the stone down to a rough outline of your shape. What time is it? Her sister Alcina, who has been doing some exercises to rest her hand, looks at her watch. It's 3 in the morning. She seems aghast at this. My sweetling, I did not mean to keep you this late. We must get you back home. I'm fine. She rises from her seat. You rise from the couch, wincing in pain. Your body is stiff from staying in this position so long. I was holding up my head and I went... Really? The entire time? I didn't fall over? Like... The shirt can't be closed. Oh, Angie's gonna look at me with a knowing look on her face. Oh god. She's like, that's my aunt's clothes. They won't close. You guys must have been at it, huh? Oops, how are you going to explain this? I will call my driver for you. She leads you to the door, and you stifle another yawn. Despite the nap, you are tired. When the two of you get to the floor, Alcina gives you a soft smile. To the door. I enjoyed our evening together. We should do this another time. You agree with her, but before you can spend any more time with her, the driver is already there. She hands you some money to replace the shirt, and then she leans in and presses a kiss to your cheek. Have a good night, dear. I know I will. She murmurs lowly next to your ear, making the hair on the back of your neck stand up. You instantly flush red and turn around hastily so she won't see your reaction. Do I have to go for this route now? Unless she get mad and turn me into wine? You get back to the dorms and flop onto your bed. You keep replaying the entire night in your head until it finally lulls you to sleep. Oh my god, dude. You wake up the next morning, still in your clothes from the last evening. Angie is up, and she notices. Whoa, what happened to the shirt? Oh boy, Donna's gonna be so sad the clothes got ruined. I know. I'm so sorry. We were drunk. You hold out the wad of cash Alcina gave you. Will this cover repairs? She can sell stuff herself, but I'm gonna take this, thanks. She just... Okay, I get that. She yoinks the money and shoves it into the front of her shirt. Yeah, you're not gonna try and get that back. Okay. How did things go? You're not sure how to answer this. You had fun, yes, and you got great conversations with Alcina. But did Alcina like the time together? Try me. She had seemed happy, but was she? Now you're overthinking everything. You need to stop. Yeah, you need to stop! I had a good time. The person I was with was very kind and charming, and we had a good evening in. You should not have said that to Angie. She's gonna think we fucked. Angie arches her brow, looking you up and down. Clearly. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, your mom sculpted me. Daniela shuffles in, rubbing sleep from her eyes. Who'd you go out with? Oh no, you are not answering that question. Gotta go, bye. That makes you look so suspicious. You hastily race out of the dorm room before you can get asked any more questions. Self-portrait with thorn necklace and hummingbird. Deciding what art to make for Alcina will be tricky, but you want to make something she would enjoy. What should you make? Her and her daughters. You make your decision and set to work. For 2 weeks straight, you dedicate time after classes to finish your work. You know you aren't obligated to make art for her, but you want to. So you want to give her something she will like. When you finish, you stride up to her office during office hours and knock on the door. Your hands are sweating if you're nervous. What if she doesn't like it? What if she hates it? Come in. You enter the room, and is it your imagination? But does she brighten a bit when she sees you? The best mom mug is peak. And then there's pictures of her and her daughters. Here. Did you have a question about the essay? You shake your head no and bring up the art piece where you can quietly storing it in your bag. I wanted to make something for you as a thanks for letting me into this society. She takes the piece and her eyes soften when she looks at it. Thank you, darling. This is wonderful. This art piece shows me you're ready to finally start making art for the galleries. Really? Bursts out of your throat in an excited breath. Professor Alcina nods her head. I want you to start putting together a portfolio for me. At the end of the month, I'll pick through the pieces and see what we can use. You're finally getting paid for all your hard work and having your art just be displayed. This is exciting. Yoo-hoo! I need to kill Ioana. That evening you scurry back. Oh, yep, there she is. Fuck you. That evening you scurry back to the Secret Society's building, setting up your easel, and with fervor start on your latest project. Because you have headphones in, you don't hear the footsteps creeping up behind you until a shadow falls onto your art. You take your headphones off and with a frown notices Ioana. What are you doing here? I'm part of the society and have been for a while now. You respond dryly and want to turn back to your art, but she keeps talking. You probably won't be. Your heart has improved enough to be sold. Alcina won't keep you on. Isn't going to keep. Alcina's not going to keep you on. So Ioana has she's on a high horse because her art sells the most in the galleries. So she thinks she's the leader of the society. Smugly, you retort. Actually, she just confirmed I was going to be starting sales with her soon. Ioana's eyes bug out. She sputters. How? How are you already doing sales with her? It took me 6 months to be able to do that. She sculpted me. Naked. You take immense satisfaction from this fact. Looks like you might be the one Alcina might not keep on. Ioana stomps her foot and leaves. You are not free to work on your art in peace. The next morning... Oh my god. No, Alcina, we can't do this in public. You find a neatly wrapped present waiting for you on the desk. Several students around you look curiously as you glance around to see who could have left it. It must be Alcina. Who else had such neat handwriting? The note says to open the gift after class, so you put it in your book bag. You sit, impatience and curiosity burning through you. What is in the gift? You run through the possible objects, but can't settle on one. You try to focus on class, but find you can't either. Every time, oh my god, every time your eyes meet hers, it almost seems like she is giving you secretive smirks. I should have gone to the theater instead. This was a mistake. You open the gift back in your dorm room and find it's a necklace made of gold with a delicate chain with with a small rose at the end and with mimicking thorns on it. It's beautiful and probably expensive. A small note card on the inside says, think of this as a small thanks for the art. She didn't have to get this for you. You put the necklace on. It looks nice around your neck. It also makes you feel special. How many students can say Alcina has bought them a gift? Okay, that's a weird... You want to brag about this, but she's your professor. It'd be best not to say anything about this at all. Daniela, especially, cannot know about this. It will not end well. Brag? Okay. You'll have to hide the necklace under your shirt. For the time being, you can't help but revel in the feeling of wearing Alcina's necklace brings you. You feel like you're hers. Okay, we're taking it off. The semester is drawing to a close sooner than expected. Finals are coming up, and you study for them furiously. You want to get a good grade in Alcina's class. You stay up until morning hours and resist getting dragged out by Angie to go bar hopping. It's only when finals week... Oh, I don't have to take the finals. It's only when finals week finishes that you find time to relax and unwind. You do this by heading over to the Secret Society and continuing to work on the art portfolio. Alcina wants it by the end of the month, and you do not want to disappoint her. You already have a few pieces in the folder. Hi, Finch. Unexpectedly, she's there today. She turns when she sees you enter and splashes you a smile. Your heart leaps in your chest. It's 10 p.m. at night. What are you doing here? Checking in on everyone's progress with their work. This is perfect. I wanted to show you the pieces I've worked on. Give me a few minutes to finish with Finch here. Alcina turns and continues talking to Finch about the pieces they'll be putting up for the gallery. To give them privacy, you head over to the coffee table and pour yourself a hot cup of coffee. Naturally, Ioana finds you there. It seems she's always appearing whenever you try to enjoy yourself. Does this girl have a built-in vibe killer? What is her problem? Ignore her. Look at me when I address you. What if I kill you? Anyways, I just want to tell you I hope you have a good day. She ruined my art pieces. Why does that feel disingenuous? And that you shouldn't worry about being Alcina's top provider anytime soon. She destroyed my art. She destroyed my art. She sashays away. She really thinks she ate with that whole convo, didn't she? Alcina comes over 5 minutes later, having concluded her conversations with Finch. Are you ready to see your art? No, I knew it. She ruined the art. She poured milk into the locker? It's gone. You swallow thickly and try to hide the shakiness in your voice. I guess someone mistook the locker for a trash can. You give a weak chuckle. Sorry to waste your time. Professor Alcina looks furious. You have nothing to apologize for, dear. It's clear a fellow artist sabotaged this. I do not tolerate this sort of behavior. Who was it? I'm telling her! I believe it was Ioana. You believe or you know? It's highly likely. She hasn't been the most welcoming since she first arrived here, and she's only been constantly harassing me ever since. Professor Alcina looks even more furious at this. A vein in her neck is bulging. She tries to keep her voice even towards you. She looks hot while pissed off. Why didn't you say anything? I didn't want to bother you. This is supposed to be a safe space, a space where you can be supported, not torn down. I'm appalled that this sort of behavior occurred. Miss Wheatley, can you forgive me for allowing such a thing to happen to you? It's not your fault. It is. I should have noticed this sooner. I should have been someone you could trust to come to resolve this right away. I do trust you. You saved me from 2 hangovers, remember? You try to inject humor into the situation, but Alcina's temper cannot be swayed. I will handle this. Do not fret. She swiftly turns on her heel and leaves. Ioana's gonna die. Ioana's gonna die. Ioana's gonna get turned into wine. She's gonna get turned into wine. Alcina's justice is swift and merciless. Less than 30 minutes after you told Alcina about what happened. Less than 30 minutes after you told Alcina about what happened, spending that time cleaning out your locker and silently mourning your lost artwork, Ioana comes running to find you. I hate you! You ruined my art! She screams out, tears streaming down her face. Okay. It didn't have to end this way, but you chose to make an enemy out of me. I beg your finest fucking pardon. You know that's just petty of you. That is petty of you, but she deserves it. She lets out a frustrated roar and leaves. Good riddance. Sure. Alcina comes to find you. How are you doing? Oh, I love you too. I'll be truthful. To be honest, this sucks. I spent hours on my work. I worked so hard because I wanted it to be good for you, and she ruined it all. My dear, you are already so good to me. Well, shit. Alcina's voice is low, almost a purr. Makes your stomach feel funny. Surely she didn't mean it to say it in such a tone. You feel her hand on your shoulder and lean into the touch. Before you know it, she envelops you in a comforting hug. Your face presses into her bosom, and you freaking barely breathe. It's euphoria. You hug her back, and the two of you stay like that for a while until the need for air has you pulling back. Chin up, my dear. Whatever commissions Ioana was going to receive for her art will go to you now. Isn't that too generous? Think of it as repayment for the art she ruined. In fact, it probably won't even be equal to the value your art would have reached. Your eyes bulge out. Is my art really that good? Professor Alcina laughs. I do not take the arts lightly. I would not lie about something like this. Her eyes slip down your neck to where her necklace sits against your collarbone. With the hug, it must have slipped out. She picks it up and examines the glint of it under the light. Roses look good on you. You can say thank you. Some other things look good on me too. And why give me the necklace? Why give me the necklace? Why did you give me the necklace? I wanted to show you my appreciation. You really helped me repair my relationship with my youngest daughter. For that, I can never thank you enough. Alcina looks at the clock on the wall. I'm already a great step-parent. I'm sorry. Hello, some other things look good off of me, too. Alcina looks at the clock on the wall. It's getting late. You should go back to the dorms. I'll wire you the commission money then. Wire me the money? What is this, some sort of illegal transaction? Alcina's face turned stony. What did you say? It was a joke. Her face smooths out. My apologies, I didn't mean to overreact. It's been a taxing day. What shit are you into? Well, I mean, you are turning people into blood, but... She places a hand to her temple. You decide not to overthink her reaction. It's been a rough evening for you both. You head back to the dorms, and as soon as you step through the door, you receive a message on your account that money has been sent to you. Your eyes bulge at the sum. 5,000 a day. In college student terms, you're rich. The crystal wall. Also, all these lesson names are painting names, which I find really cool. Since finals are over, it means the semester has drawn to an end. Flying back home would be too expensive, even with the money you've made. You intend to use that money to help pay off whatever loans are left over once you finish college. The scholarships are good, but it's always hidden fees to account for, and living costs. Eating isn't free. Speaking of eating, you decide to splurge a little on food by taking your friends and your roommates out to eat at a local restaurant. You end up having a good time laughing over good food. Angie and Daniela will both be leaving over the long break between semesters. Angie's going to help her aunt with the flower shop and maybe visit her mother, Claudia, who's all the way in Italy if she gets the money to do so. Oh my god, Daniela's going on a Euro trip with her skater bros. You'll be on the campus spending time working on your art and improving it more. With Ioana no longer in the secret society, you feel more at ease being here. See, the long-term effects of admitting to a bully are always better than the short-term effects of feeling bad. The campus ends up clearing out, many students disappearing for the break. It almost feels like a ghost town, not that you mind. You'll have time to focus on your own hobbies. You'll miss taking class with Alcina. However, now that the semester is over, it means the two of you can hang out more accordingly without having to worry about the student-professor dynamic. You do miss her, however. You've sent her a few texts to see how she's doing, but she hasn't responded with more than 1 or 2 messages. Is she busy? She probably is, considering how important she is in the art world. She's turning Ioana into wine. I'm just kidding. I'm so convinced she's turning people into wine. I call this one Ioana. When you meet her, because you miss her, you decide to pass by her office to finally remember times you spent there. When you get there, you see the light is on through the small window that looks into the office. The door is closed. You approach, placing your hand on the handle when the cold voice stops you. Oh no, it's Professor Miranda. It's President Miranda. Miranda is an option, by the way. What are you gonna do about this nuisance? I'll take care of her like I take care of everything for you. You messed this up. If she goes through with this and exposes us, we could stand to lose it all. If you'd only controlled her more, then none of this would have happened. Professor Alcina sounds hurt and aggravated. I would never want to lose my secret society. I care for the girls there. I built that place with my blood, sweat, and tears. Caring deeply is your downfall. It always was, and it always will be. That's why she's able to manipulate you like this. Is Ioana doing some shit? Professor Alcina doesn't say anything. Miranda's chair scrapes as she pushes herself out of the seat. You realize she's heading for the door. What can you do? You swivel around and whistle as you walk down the hall slowly. Why would we whistle? Oh my god. Miranda's heels stabbing into the floor sound intimidating. You refuse the urge to look around. She walks past you, scowling suspiciously. You smile and wave at her, the picture of true innocence. You walk all the way to the dorm room and sit there for a little while, needing to calm down the racing of your heart. Does she suspect you? You wait for a little while, before you decide your curiosity on what the two of them were talking about is too great. You carefully head back to Alcina's office and find that the door is left open. Alcina sits at her desk, staring gloomily at the papers on her desk. She looks up when she sees it's you. Hey. You awkwardly start, not sure how to go about this. Is this something important? Is this something important? I'm in the middle of an important issue. She's never been curt with you before. It stings. I just wanted to make sure you're all alright. Professor Alcina thins her lips. How much did you overhear? What do you tell her? The truth. I overheard most of it, I think. Professor Alcina sighs heavily. Alcina rubs her temples. I might as well tell you, since it could potentially impact you in your income. Ioana is blackmailing me about the society. She said if I don't reinstate her and give her her cut of the money, she'll go to the press with me and get me arrested. You can get arrested? But why? It's only a club. It's not just a club, my dear. You're making money off it, and which other clubs cannot. At least not to the extent that we do in this club. There's a chance I could get in serious trouble over logistics. Besides, it is an exclusive club. Clubs are not allowed to be exclusive because it can look like I am favoring students over others. I see. So what can you do about this? Alcina frowns and looks at you. As she does, a look of enlightenment crosses her features. I think it can help me, my dear. Her expression brightens at this. She stands up, hand on her chin as she thinks. Ioana hates you, but she also cannot resist from trying to take you down even more. If you were to meet her to give back the money that was previously commissioned, that would allow me to meet with her. She refuses to see me in person and only communicates through text. Oh my god, because she knows what you're gonna do to her. You're gonna kill her in front of me. This makes it hard to reason and strike a deal with her. You want me to fake meet with her? Professor Alcina nods her head. She wouldn't suspect you'd be working with me. She doesn't think we're close enough for that to happen. She'll show up to a meeting, and then I'll swoop in and speak with her. You don't have to speak with her. You don't have to worry about anything else. I'll do it, but I don't know how well I can pull this off. Alcina gives you a relieved smile. Thank you. You have no idea how important this is to me. Saying you'll do it and then actually doing it are two different things. You're sick with nerves and rub your hands together. You're waiting for Ioana to arrive in the classroom. It's been unlocked with Alcina's key. It was decided this would be the best place for privacy. The door is open, and an envelope of letters sits in your pocket. You look out the window and try to calm your nerves. You got my money? You turn around to see she's walked in. She has a sweep of the room, satisfied this is the two of you, steps in and closes the door behind her. Is she gonna attack me? I have a bad feeling about this. I do, but I just want to know, why are you doing all this? Why are you blackmailing the society? Alcina told you. Suddenly her suspicions grow. You can't have that. You need her to stay put so Alcina can have time to come over and finish the rest of this. She told me I had to return the money. When I asked why, she said that you were blackmailing the society. That's all I know. Ioana scoffs. Right, so I get painted as the bad guy, even though she's running a money laundering scheme using students to help fund the president's pet cult members. Your jaw drops open at this. What? Alcina laughs coolly. Oh, you didn't know? No, you didn't, and you can't tell if she's being truthful or not. Is she just messing with you? This whole school is just one big farce. They recruit students here with their full scholarships, and then they slowly turn their brains into mush so they become cult members. And if they can't convert them, then they just bleed them dry of their talents until they can't make any more money off of their cult schemes. Your stomach turns at this. This all sounds so outlandish. Could it be true? Damn! Enough! Oh. The door slams open and a powerful voice cuts through the air. She looks pissed. Shut your mouth, Ioana. Ioana looks scared to be caught, but she doesn't back down. Or what? If anything happens to me, the media will find out. Alcina ignores her and turns to you. There's a softer expression on her face. Sweetening, you need to leave now. I need to talk with Ioana. Alright, I'll go. You head for the door. Ioana watches you go with terror in her eyes. She knows she's trapped here because Alcina won't let her leave through the door. Don't go! Don't leave me alone! Her cries for help are horrible and blood-curdling. Don't you know what they'll do to me? She lunges to grab you, but you duck out of the way and under Alcina's arms. Ioana and Alcina are left in a heated stare-off. It's best if you go home, little one. This conversation will be painful. I just got a bitch killed. Oh no. The door shuts with finality on the two of them, and you are left wondering if you did the right thing. Missing work. You head to the dorm, feeling horribly about everything. What is the truth of the matter? Is what Ioana said a lie, meant to get you to distrust Alcina, or is it the truth? Either way, you're gonna decide you're gonna stay far away from the situation. You need time to think this over and to distance yourself from Alcina. Alcina eventually texts you throughout the week, but you ignore her messages or her phone call, even going as far as to block her. You stay cooped up in your dorm room, figuring you can just avoid reality if you don't have to leave your bed. Oh my god. Alcina doesn't take well to being ignored, and she helps herself to entering your dorm room. You're not supposed to be here. Daniela gave me her key. I was worried for you. Why didn't you answer my messages or calls? You avoid her eyes. How will you confront her about any of this? Is it what Ioana said? Is that keeping you worried? Yes. I see. And it looks as if nothing I can say will change your mind on that. You've lost your trust in me. I have, and I wish I hadn't, because I care for you, and but I don't want to be involved in anything shady. I understand. I think I should also drop out from the secret society. Professor Alcina. Oh, she's crying! No, I'm sorry. Professor Alcina is crestfallen, but again, she doesn't try to pressure you into anything. All I ask is you don't speak about this with anyone. I don't want problems to befall my other students here. I won't. I honestly want to forget about this entire mess. Alcina heads to the door but pauses right before she can leave. For the record, I also cared for you. We could have been more. Her words crush you. You want so badly to be more with her, but this entire deal has left a bad taste in your mouth. You couldn't be with someone who could be wrapped up in such a business. Is Donna wrapped up in the business? I wish things had ended differently. I do too. What of Ioana? Don't worry about her. She won't bother either of us. She leaves and you slump down into the couch. It's all over. You don't want to be a mob wife? Whatever it could have been won't ever be. And you don't know how to feel about it except tired. You wonder what happened with Ioana. Curious, you go to the online registry of students. You search for her and find that Ioana is no longer a student. What the hell happened to her? Whatever happened, you're smart enough to stay out of all this. You don't want to become like her, a student that has disappeared into thin air. It's why you try your best to return to a normal life. The next semester starts and you throw yourself into the classes. You focus on work and study hard. You go out with friends and have fun. You join some new clubs. You avoid any and all art-related classes. Perhaps it's time for a change in majors. After all, and most of all, you try to forget about Alcina. About what it could have been, but wasn't. Things are better this way, you tell yourself. But you keep telling yourself this for the rest of the years you spend at college. Is that the end? I beg your pardon? That is the end? Excuse me? I'm gonna. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on. Let's go here. Diary. I got one route. Wait, is Alcina not possible to get with? Hold on, we're gonna keep going. We're doing take 2. Hold on, we're gonna go through. I know Angie is talking to me right now. So let's keep the same thing. Let's ask Angie this time. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. How to talk to Cassandra. Let's get Violet Roses this time. Hi, Donna. She's so pretty. Enchantment. Alcina's enchanting in case it's not a date. It works as a compliment either way. I want to see what her reaction is. Violet Roses. I've never seen this shade before. They're enchanting indeed. Okay. Let's do everything the same. No favorites. I love Karl's beer belly. Oh! Wait, what? Wait, what? What just happened? I missed something. What just happened? Hold on. Load. Took more wine. Oh, I got hungover. Okay. So, let's go back. Let's do what I did before. Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Okay. We're doing the whole sexual thing again. I need to go to the part before we talk to Ioana. I like doing the... Is that the... I don't think that's the only route you can do for Alcina. I don't think that's like the only way this goes, is you don't end up with her. Unless... Because there's 7 routes, and there's 7 people. Tell her. Thank you. Oh my god. These sticky mouse keys. We went through, like, so far without saving. This is why you do increment saves before, big decisions. Like, leaving, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my shit. We're doing everything the same except for when it comes to Ioana. We're gonna stay. We're gonna refuse to leave. I'm convinced there's another route, even though there's 7 routes and there's 7 options. Oh, okay, save. Okay, okay, here we go. Refuse. I'm not going to. Do you believe me? No one else wants to believe me. They tell me to shut up and keep my head down. I'm not 100% sure, but these are serious allegations. Don't get it twisted. I still don't like you. You look at Alcina. She looks quietly furious. She has to tell you the truth. You've known each other for a while now. Is it true? She doesn't answer. You feel something inside you break a bit. Alcina, is it true? You repeat one more time. Oh! Oh my god! Alcina? What Ioana says is true. The entire university is a front for Mother Miranda's cult. Students are recruited by being given full ride scholarships. The goal that those students will become worthy members of Miranda's cult by the time they are seniors. Oh my god, I expressly created my secret society club in order to draw out talented students to bring money for the cult's activities. Mother Miranda is the leader that we pledge loyalty to. She found me when I was at the lowest point of my life. While I was stuck in a world of hedonistic pleasures, facing creative burnout and lack of fulfillment in life. She gave me a new purpose, one that helped her build influence in a cult that has been the family many of us needed. We graduate students who work from the shadows, spreading our message and controlling the world through politics, music, art, and science. My job is to keep the money flowing to support our endeavors through my wine business and art galleries. Both of you could have been part of something more, part of this brand new world we're building. Instead, you chose to reject it and try to expose it. You can't believe what you're hearing. She's insane. You can't believe you would do something like this. What's wrong with you? She grits her teeth. I am on a path to righteousness. I will save the world from heathens and hedonism by following Mother Miranda. All she wants to do is cleanse this world, bring it to its knees so it may rise again, newer and stronger than before, with those who deserve to live in it. You can't believe it. You can't believe you were part of this. You can't believe you actually cared for her. She's not the Alcina you thought you knew. She's a monster. We'll go to the news with all this. We'll expose your nasty secrets. No, we won't! I'd like to see you try. The door burst open. For a moment you think it's the police coming to save you. It isn't. Alcina's personal butler and driver are here brandishing crowbars in their hands. Oh my god. I'm dying! Okay. We went back, and then I decided to refuse to leave, and now she's crazy. You try to duck, but the driver's too fast. He slams the metal into the side of your head. You crumple to the ground. You hear Ioana scream in muffled pain before you black out. You regain consciousness halfway through. The leg is... Oh my god. In cool leather, you hear cars whizzing by. Are you being transported somewhere else? I told you not to hit them hard. She sounds irritated. Quiet apology comes from the driver. I need them in one piece if you've marred their beautiful features. She lets the threat hang unfinished. The warm pressure on the side of your head turns out to be your hand carefully cradling you. Oh, I wish things hadn't ended this way. I thought you were different. She speaks in a low tone, remorseful. But it always ends the same way. She sighs regretfully, and you slip back into consciousness. This time you wake up fully, your body incredibly stiff and immobile. You try to move, but you can't move your body at all. You're stuck in a reclining position as if you're on a couch, hand propping up your head. What happened to you? Why can't you move? You try to scream, but you can't open your mouth or produce a sound. You can't even breathe. Your lungs won't move to draw air, and yet you're still alive somehow. What's going on? There's something covering your face. Oh my god. It gets pulled down a minute later, and you are almost blinded by the light in the room. Alcina is standing in front of you in the room filled with statues. She looks at you with a mixture of pity and pride. You came out marvelous. I thought you would. She runs fingers down the side of your face, but you can't feel her touch. You can only feel cold all over. Ioana didn't come out as well. Then again, she lacks the beauty needed to be a sculpture. Fear strikes through you so strong it would be freezing you if you couldn't already move. Sculptures? Ioana is a sculpture? You follow Alcina's gaze to where there is indeed a sculpture of Ioana on her knees, begging as she looks up to the heavens. There's an expression of absolute terror on her face. She isn't the only statue in the room. You remember being here when Alcina gave you the house tour earlier. This room is filled with statues of young people with various expressions of horror and dread. Anger, even. She's kept these statues a secret, and you now know why. You don't even know how Alcina was able to do this. Perhaps it's a gift given to her by the court, but she can somehow turn people into statues. All these sculptures are of her victims, students that must have discovered the truth. And now you're one of them. I hope you understand why I had to do this. You left me with no choice. No one can get in the way of Mother Miranda's plan. She gives you a rueful smile. At least your beauty will be forever immortalized. She presses a gentle kiss to your forehead and leaves. You're stuck spending the rest of eternity as a sculpture. That's insane. Okay, now we're gonna go back, and now we're gonna question her. Now we're gonna question her. There's one more option. We're gonna question her. That was if we refused to leave, and like we believe Ioana. There's one more. Question her. Do you think me capable of such things? Do you? You're not certain anymore. All you know is you care for her deeply. I just want you to tell me the truth. Not now, my dear. You nod your head and head for the door. Don't go! Extra credit assignment 1. You intend to leave, but something doesn't sit right with you. You dig in your heels, fury building inside you among the whirling maelstrom of anger and hurt. What is she talking about? Tell me the truth, Alcina. Alcina's face falters before she strengthens her resolve. Ioana's telling the truth. She was unable to meet your eyes. Miranda is using the school as a front for her cult to further her machinations. I know not exactly what she wishes to do, but I'm cog in her machine. I supply her with money for her operations in exchange for a new purpose in life. And that purpose is lying? Manipulating others? Is this the good ending? Are you mad at me? I'm confused and hurt. Why would you do all this? Professor Alcina sighs. She looks extremely exhausted and burdened with this world's weight. My darling girl, I wish I knew. I thought I was part of something good, something grand. Mother Miranda promised change, promised salvation for this world. But her methods have become increasingly cruel, and I no longer think I agree with them. Then you need to leave to free yourself. It's not as easy as you make it seem. Escaping a cult is very difficult. Ow. Especially when there are eyes and ears everywhere. I'll help you. Why would you help me? Because I'm in love with you. A loud rushing sound reminds both of you Ioana's still here. Give me a moment, darling. I have to deal with a little troublemaker. We'll speak later. Did I find the good ending? You leave the room at this as Ioana screeches out, Don't touch me! You close the door on the scene and head back to the dorms. You pace around the room, nervously wondering what will become of your future now. A few hours later, there's a knock on your door, and you open it up. Alcina stands on the other end. May I come in? You let her in and close the door behind her. What happened with Ioana? You don't have to worry about it. It's been taken care of. You need to start telling me the truth from now on. Alcina's face pinches up distastefully as if she will argue with you. For telling the truth, then I must admit you are not alone in your feelings. Your eyes widen at this. Despite trying to deny my feelings for you, they haven't gone away. You have captured my heart, dearest one. Your cheeks flame red. Alcina likes you back. She just killed a bitch. I'm sorry, this is a good ending. I wish I had been able to confess under more favorable circumstances, but at least in this manner, everything is out on the table. You know the situation I am currently embroiled in. What choice you make next is up to you. If you wish to have nothing to do with me again, I'll understand. Save. In case this actually is a choice. A little cult madness won't scare me off. Hell yeah! Alcina raises her brows. A pleased smile, like the one the cat wears when they catch their prey, stretches her lips. I knew you were different. This calls for a celebration. Our first date, if you will indulge me. A date? With the hottest woman alive? You would be insane to turn this down. Leave the planning to me. Be ready for tomorrow at 6 p.m. She leaves with a wink thrown over her shoulder. You can barely wait for tomorrow. Daniela's gonna kill me. Despite all the horrid truths she found out, the fact Alcina cares for you washes them away all the way into oblivion. After all, love is blind. In this case, it makes you blind to everything but your love of the stunning woman. Ooh! Fancy, fancy. You dress for tomorrow, lamenting your lack of choice in fancy clothing. Alcina comes to the door holding up an outfit. It's golden. It sparkles. She herself wears an outfit reminiscent of flappers from the 1920s, a fur coat wrapped around her shoulders. I bought you something to wear. Where are we going? She smiles, wagging her finger at you, indicating it's a surprise. You quickly change and she leads you out the door to the car that would drive you to there. The ride over is nerve-wracking. Should you have gotten her flowers or chocolates? But what do you get a woman who has it all? Don't be so tense, darling, she says, tipping your head back, hand under your chin. You'll wrinkle up your adorable face. Your cheeks flare with heat and you chuckle shyly. The car ride is mostly short and deposits to your view in front of a low dark building with a bouncer in front. When he sees Alcina approach, he moves aside without a word. The inside turns out to be a jazz club, the air thick with the scent of cigarette smoke. The lights by the bar cast a bright glow over the bartender. The lower section is full of tables, people smoking and drinking as they watch and listen to the musicians on stage. Take a seat, darling. I'll be back with the drinks. You sit down at one of the tables, enjoying the smooth jazz that plays. This place is fancy. Most likely, the drinks and food will be expensive. You feel bad about Alcina footing the bill, but then again, she probably has the money for it. You'll indulge in her indulging you. She returns a while later and whispers to you about what the best food on the menu is as you sip the sparkling concoction. It's sweet, and the bubbles fizz nicely. The two of you make small talk for a little while as you wait for the food to arrive. My family is originally from Romania. Grandma moved to the US, but with everything that happened, I moved back. Are you bilingual? I speak many languages, Romanian, French, Italian. Are you self-taught? No, I had a tutor teach me when I was younger. I gave my daughters tutors as well, but only Cassandra really picked up the other languages since they would help her with her acting career. Bella prefers studying dead languages, and Daniela has mastered the art of internet slang. The food arrives, and the two of you focus on it and on enjoying the music. Alcina orders more drinks, and you find yourself relaxing. The evening ends before you know it, and she stands by her car, dark eyes hooded. Care to join me to my manor? The meaning behind the invitation is clear. Who knows what the future of the school will look like, given it's all really a cult? Why waste time when time is short? You want this, and she does too. Yes. And cards that's off. Now the tension falls. Now a different tension, but oh no, it's gonna get sexual again. Her hand falls on your knee. You can feel the warmth of it sending a twinge of excitement trembling through your frame. It feels hot in the car, and you lower the window. The night breeze is blowing your hair astray. Oh God. The mansion appears slowly, the tension in the air intensifies. This night will ruin you, of that you are certain, and you couldn't be more eager for it. Wine? Alcina makes a show of being a welcoming host, as if it isn't clear she won't have the patience for a glass of wine. You shake your head no, mouth dry. Her eyes flash. Upstairs. Oh God. I'm gonna have to stop reading again, like I did with the first sexual scene. Oh, I'm on the door. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, thank God it ended. There's another one? I'm not afraid of you. Oh my God. Okay, so we're hiding a relationship from Miranda. Alcina has been busy in between running her wine business and her art galleries. On occasion, she had let you accompany her to wine meetings where, gossips perched on her nose, she had looked over the numbers and cut down businessmen in fancy suits trying to rob her of her money. You are often in awe of her confidence in the way she goes for what she wants. Oftentimes, you are what she wants. The relationship is new and exciting and leaves both of you lying in bed exhausted. Oh my God, Alcina has a voracious appetite. That means like cannibal. And you are more than happy to provide, even if your back is going to give out one day. Lounging on her king. Oh my God, I want you to have dinner with me. The way she states it implies it'll be special, but why would it be? You've had dinner. Oh my God, we're gonna see her daughters. Well, you've had dinner together many times. Danielle's gonna kill me. All right. I want my daughters to be there so I can introduce us to them as a couple to them. This is a big step. A very important step. You can already imagine the chaos. You're almost shocked that Alcina wants to do this with you already. Are you sure this is a good time? What if we wait until I graduate college? I cannot wait that long. If something or someone is important to me, I want it right away. Waiting for you to finish my class was an exercise in patience. I'm older than all three of them. Do they have to call me the parent? Oh yeah, because we didn't immediately go to college. We took like a few gap years. So we're older than all of them. You might be older than them, but you have no intention of being called that. It would be weird. Daniela's your roommate. Alcina laughs. No, they don't. Just my partner. I don't mind doing the dinner. I'm worried about the reactions. Alcina's smile drops. She's worried about their reactions too. Instead of voicing her concern, she reaches over and squeezes her hand in hers, silently taking strength from you. Oh no. The date of the dinner a lot. Oh, it's gonna go terribly. I feel bad for Cassandra. I feel bad for Danielle. I feel bad for Cassandra. Bella, not so much. She didn't like me. Feel pit yawning open inside your stomach. The food smells delicious. Routes completed, so... Okay. So it's just... there are different endings to each route. Alcina herself has only sipped on wine, and you have to greatly wrest the 6th grade from her before she... Sixth glass from her before she gets too tipsy before the dinner. Bella arrives first, early by half an hour. Alcina whisks her away and they have a chat in one of the side rooms. You decide to stay out of the way for now, opting for a more reveal-style entrance because it'll be like ripping the band-aid off in one go. Oh my God, Danielle arrives second, right on time. Cassandra arrives last and late, crying out, "I'm fashionably late," when her mother scolds her. Once all the Dimitrescu's are settled at the table and starting dinner, given the scraping of the forks on plates, you step out. You feel awkward and nervous as hell, but you love Alcina. You're willing to do this for her. All 3 sisters look at you, questions in their eyes. Alcina clears her throat. Girls, I invited you over for dinner tonight because I wanted to announce something important. Alcina holds out her hand and you take it. We're dating. Silence. Not even the sound of a fork moving. Then Cassandra breaks it. Okay, dude. Oh my God. I don't know what that means. I don't speak that language, but there's like a 50% chance it's a bot message. You've got game. You don't know who she's referring to. She raises her glass and toast. Congrats on the new relationship. Yes, I suppose. Congrats. Daniela? She's crying! Daniela sounds like she couldn't care less. She turns back to her food now that the initial shock is worn off. The only one that looks heartbroken is Daniela. She's staring at you with so much hurt you want to look away, but you can't. You promised her you wouldn't get involved with your mother, and you broke that promise. I can't believe you did this. Her voice is tiny and trembling, and the utensils in her hands shake. Daniela, we never intended for this to happen. Daniela clenches her jaw. No, they never do. She bitterly spits this out, and she rises from her seat and leaves the house without another word. What's crawled up her ass and died? Must you speak of ass at the table? You're only mad because you don't get any. Cassandra cackles. The sisters begin to argue, but you're still in shock of Daniela's abrupt departure. Alcina seems similarly struck by the action. Her shoulders are tense, and she lets go of her hand to reach for another glass of wine. She'll come around. But even as you say the words, they feel like a hollow truth. You once helped Alcina repair her relationship with Danielle, and now you've ruined it once more. You feel awful. Alcina doesn't say anything to you. You sit down and enjoy the ashen taste of your hard-won spot at the Dimitrescu table. The new semester starts, and you're hurt to find out Danielle has requested a room change. She's no longer going to be a roommate, and she's taken Angie with her. You try not to let it bother you, but the rooms feel empty without them. Oh! Elena! Instead you assigned Elena as your roommate, even though you never even see her. If not for the lingering scent of coffee in your apartment, you wouldn't even think she ever existed. You suppose the reactions are fair? You hurt Daniela and probably Angie with your callous way of handling things, but love changed everything. And it changed Alcina too. Oh my god. Oh no. One evening after the end of your spring semester classes, you find you and Alcina pondering an issue of the cult again. She's in a particularly foul mood that evening, fueled by something Mother Miranda has done, and exacerbated by the 2 bottles of wine she has drunk. I give her everything, and this is how she repays me? With deceit and lies? You try to calm her down. Listen to me, we can help each other. You need to tell her you're leaving the cult. It's not that simple, I already told you that. If I tell her I'm leaving, she'll come after everything I hold dear. The only way I can get out would be to plan to run, taking everyone with me. Then we run whenever you're ready. You hold her hand in yours, soothing circles down the back of it. Her temper begins to flare and then cool down. After a while, Alcina curls her hand under your chin. Thank you, my dear. You keep me level-headed. After a few grateful kisses, you have no choice but to head back to the campus to finish your work for class. The dorm is dark and empty without your usual roommates. Today you miss the obnoxious music coming from Angie's room and the constant alcoholic fumes from her. You even miss Daniela's messy clothes on the floor and the loud chortling of her and her skater friends when they come over. Oh no! However, it turns out today the dorm is not as empty as previously thought. The figure in black sits at the table. She's wearing an odd priestess-like outfit in gold detail, but you know who it is from the painting you've seen of her. Mother Miranda. Your heart races in your chest. Mother Miranda rises from the table and begins to circle you as you stand in fear. It seems a snake has gotten into my lovely garden and is whispering its poisoned words into someone's ear. Your hands tremble, but before you can even utter a plea, something jabs you in the back of your neck and you fall to the ground. So I die anyway? There's no good ending. Why have you done this? An angry yet hurt voice asks this, and when your conscience returns, you open your eyes with difficulty. Your limbs are heavy. Your limbs feel heavy, and when you try to move them, you find you can't. You look down and see you are tied to a chair. Chains sway nearby, squeaking rustily. You know why I've done this. A calmer voice replies. You look into the dark of the room, squinting to try to see what's going on. A lone light bulb that illuminates the space just barely. You can make out gold glimmering nearby. Mother Miranda kidnapped you from your dorm. She has to have you tied up here. The angry person is Alcina. She towers over Miranda, seething with anger. You open your mouth to try and say something, but it feels too dry. It feels heavy, as if rocks are there. You don't have the strength to do more than keep one eye open and watch the scene. They were distracting you, turning you away from me. You were the one turning me away from you. All I've done for you and you don't even care. I thought I was important to you. Miranda clicks her tongue at Alcina as a misbehaving child. See, they have poisoned you, made you think things about my actions that are not true. That's why we must cut out the rot. I refuse to. Then you can watch. Miranda turns her back to Alcina, pulling out what appears to be a very long knife. Miranda should not have turned her back. Ooh. With a snarl, Alcina whirls her around by the shoulder. Get your hands off me. You stay away from them. Oh, God. Miranda wipes at Alcina. Alcina reaches out in retaliation, hand closing around Miranda's neck in an effort to subdue her. Alcina's head hits the naked light bulb and the white rays erratically, grunting of struggling hitting your ears. You close your eyes against the nauseating flickering of the light, and when you open them again, you see and then hear the thud of a body as it falls to the floor. I swear to God. Oh, there's a pattern of blood that drips down. The light bulb coming to a slow stop, casting shadows across Alcina's face. Her hair is mussed. There's horror and fury on her face, chest heaving with adrenaline. Her hand is pressed against the side where the handle of a knife sticks out. At her feet lies Miranda's body, still black and blue bruises around her neck. Her eyes stare up unblinkingly. Alcina lets out a frustrated sob, but she doesn't have time to grieve, doesn't have time to understand the ramifications of her actions yet. She stumbles over to you and frees you from your ties. You slump off the chair, unable to sustain yourself. Even with her wounded side, she lifts you up into her arms, holding you tightly to her. Donna will know what to do. Donna! Is the last thing you hear before darkness pulls you in once more. You awaken in the dark room a few hours later. The ticking of the clock fills the silence. You sit up, grateful to be able to move your body again. It still feels weak, but whatever is in your system is gone. Hi, Donna. You feel your way through the dark of this. You feel your way through the dark to the sliver of light through the slightly open door. You squint against the brightness, finding Alcina sitting with her shoulders slumped at a table with Donna, the florist. 2 steaming mugs of tea sit between them. I don't know what will happen now, Donna. Alcina laments and winces when she pulls a muscle on her side. It's bandaged up, but spots of blood fleck it. Donna holds her hand, giving her wordless support. Miranda is gone, and with the wrath of her entire cult is on our head. Okay? We'll manage. We have to. Your voice is raspy, but it draws both their attention. Alcina looks haggard, and there are bags under her eyes. It won't be easy. She's right. The ramifications of all this are still too much to think about right now. Who knows what the future will hold, but you have a feeling that as long as you two are together, nothing will be impossible. I'm counting on it. Alcina offers you a tired but small smile. Yay! I think that's the good ending. We didn't die. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh God. I didn't think I was gonna finish the game.